Hey, what's going on? This is Coop here, just going to go over some of the stocks that are on my watch list. Both long and short ideas that I might not be entering today, but we'll be throwing them on the watch list. I'm just getting over some strep throat here, so I apologize if I sound all raspy and stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to take a quick look at the ETFs here, the markets. Um, Just kind of bouncing off of this support zone. We should look to reclaim the 50-day moving average this week. I mean, that's a pretty common theme when you look. 50-day moving average, if you watch the last watch list recap video sort of thing, we looked at how important the 50-day really is in our everyday trading, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a weekly occurrence. Trump will tweet something stupid or something will happen, here, fall below, then we'll try to reclaim it. We'll fall below, we'll reclaim, fall below, reclaim. And last week we did the exact same thing, so it looks like that's what we're going to want to do again this week. So that would be my guess, kind of bounce this support. And yeah, that would be my guess on that. Anyways, that's enough on the markets. So the first on my watch list is going to be TMDX, 50-day moving average reclaim. Pretty good relative strength. Should have had some of these marked out. Kind of a trend line here that we're rejecting today, but it's good that we closed above the 50-day moving average. That's always nice to see above 132.66. So we did reclaim it, but we sold off a little bit. We have higher volume today than previous days, but yeah, as long as we can hold above this 50-day, I'd be looking for a push above 138 for entries for longs, just for my own personal account. But I mean, all of you have your own strategies, your own respective risk management, all of that sort of thing. So, I mean, in my opinion, we broke out of 138. We could be targeting 144 as first take profit, 150 second take profit, and then third take profit around 156, and then maybe somewhere up in the 170s. But that's a long ways away. But yeah, I would be looking for a break of that 138 level. Next is going to be NVT. I think I like this one on a shorter time frame. I'm not sure. I had it all marked out on my other charting platforms. But yeah, and this is just another one we just recently reclaimed the 50-day. On the daily, not so much, but yeah, I'd be looking for a break above like 115, 116, target 120. It's not a play that I'm super thrilled about, but could be a good one. Five, just this one's like more of a pivot break type of play, I guess. I'd be looking for a break here, which we did, and my guess, give me just a second. My guess would be something like this if we got the move that I'm looking for, anyways. Just that break of pivot. We're pretty far extended from the 50-day, which is kind of why I wanted to see it maybe have a green candle or red candle, give that 50-day some time to pull up, maybe all the way up to 200, consolidate in this area for a bit, and then maybe head for 215, 221, and then previous all-time high at 238. So that would be my guesstimation for that one. This one, I'm not too sure. I think whenever I was looking at it, it was reclaiming the 50-day here. So you can see we kind of have this support zone right here. Former resistance turned into support, bam, bam, support, support. It's supporting all week, so this is something that I'm watching on a 50-day reclaim. That's why I actually put it on the watch list. Is I think it was at trading at like $90 or $90.50 whenever I put it on the watch list earlier today. But yeah, I'd be looking for a 50-day reclaim, just and then to target 93, 95, and then maybe even 100. If we reclaimed, I'd be looking to take an entry as soon as we hold a reclaim on the daily time frame. So if it happens tomorrow, I'd probably have a stop around probably just the support zone 86, maybe a little bit lower, maybe 85.50. with an entry of 90, risking $5 a share. Not ideal, but I mean that's just you don't want to have a stop loss in the chop zone. Um, MNST next stock. Oh my gosh, I just know that I sound horrible on this. I'm just looking for this breakout that we got today. Looking to clear the pivot at 83. If we can clear pivot 83 tomorrow, that would be ideal for long entries targeting 83 and potentially even higher. This thing's super, super extended, but it's a good stock, has nice relative strength. And yeah, I got some nice volume coming in to push it above that descending wedge that we had going on here. So that would be something else that I'm looking for. ITT is going to be a similar play, pretty far extended, but I mean, it's been consolidating for a little while, wanting that 50-day drag up a little bit, maybe clear 206 to target 207, and then really have unlimited room from there, especially if we clear previous pivot 207.90 or 208 to be easier. Next would be FN. FN on the 50-day reclaim would be looking for above 505 probably for entries to target 5. It's just kind of hard on these more expensive stocks. You kind of got to really zoom in. Yeah, I'd be looking for a 505 break to target 511, 516, 528, and 530 and beyond. That would be that. We're just reclaiming the 50-day, bouncing right here today. A lower volume, but really, really good relative strength. All of these companies have really good relative strength. They're just all really good companies. I'm not going to trade some, for lack of a better word, shitty companies. So yeah, these are all very, very good companies. We traded this in December, it looks like. I believe that we traded it from here on the breakout, which was a sick play, if I recall correctly. But yeah, this is kind of a similar setup here. You can see we kind of had a trend line resistance here, broke out, and that's kind of what I'm looking for right here. Just that bounce of the 50-day break to target new highs. So that's kind of what I'm looking for there. TSEM, not something I'm super that I believe in super, super strongly. Just a 50-day bounce was something that I'd be looking for. 50 days held pretty strong on this stock since last June. You can see we tested it, and then we're just on this huge run. Testing it again here a few days ago we held, and then we're testing it again now. So it'd be something to keep on your watch list for sure. Man, I'm sorry, my voice is just kind of giving out on me here. Believe this is another 50-day bounce that we're looking for, but it wouldn't surprise me just looking at previous price action here. This one fell 15% before we reclaimed the 50-day. So the 50-day hasn't really held very strongly on this stock in the past. I mean, it always has gone back up, but that's usually after we see, 15% on average move down. So not something that I'm super psyched about, but I just thought I'd throw it on here anyways, just for a brief little something to watch. No, short watch list, not super thrilled about anything on here actually, but just thought I'd throw it on here just because. I'd be looking for short pivot rejection 139 to target 126, 122, and perhaps the 50-day moving average. We're super extended off of their earnings report. I'd be looking for shorts around 138, just based on this pivot rejection right here. Previous pivot of, 139. Next is a cheaper stock. I'm not sure why I put this on there. I think I might have been looking for like a Head and Shoulders type of play. Had the shoulder, have the head, and we're kind of wanting to try to form the shoulder out here if we see some consolidation. That would be what I would be looking for right here. Not a play that I'm super, super thrilled about. We just had a shoulder. We're trying to form the head, and then if we consolidate this way some, we should want to form the shoulder, which would look something like this, which would put it bearish. to intersect the 50-day moving average. So something that I'm watching for shorts. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, I feel like shit. I feel much worse after recording this. Netflix, something that I'm still bagged in pretty heavily. I bought it like the freaking top. Bought it like 118, something like that. Pretty ridiculous, but we're still in Amazon. We're still in COLL as well, by the way, for those of you that are in that with me. Um, it's still looking pretty good. We're wanting to retarget the 50-day moving average. Swept some nice liquidity down here at the lows, so if we could see it push back above 46.50, we'd be in business. Um, if not, we might struggle for that. And then just wanted to point out the platform that I use. Use Market Surge for everything. I have my own custom screeners. They're really not hard to make. Just scans for the most liquid, best performing stocks in the stock exchange. You can see it's really easy. They have, levels marked out. They have a nice 50-day moving average, pretty bold there for you. Damn. And they also have pattern recognition, so you can see they're forming a cup. Should look to want to form a handle and then potentially go to new all-time highs. SHLS is something I was wanting to trade. I guess still hypothetically about 10.75 you could trade it. But yeah, I mean it's super easy. Like 5 was on the watch list, I believe. On the long watch list. Yeah. And I just noticed that because of it's just so easy to see. Like it's all zoomed out. It's real nice. And then you can just hover over, just kind of see your levels. And we're just breaking out of this form of resistance, so it makes it really easy to see. TMDX also on the watch list. Just so easy to see the 50-day reclaims. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Just going over a few other potential. Ralph Lauren has potential above 375. What is this? No. Banks did really good there for a while. I haven't really seen any here lately though. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just kind of want to go over the watch list for this week, kind of what I'm looking at taking in tomorrow's trading day if we see some conditions align. I always like to see the markets perform well when we're taking longs, and like I said, it just should look like we're gonna want to reclaim the 50-day moving average if we're going to continue the trend of, fall below, break above, fall below, break above, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.